I want to do something. I don't know what to do. Show me what to do, to how to get out of this water, right? So this person starts, flapping away, trying to get out of this water. But this attempt to get out of your drowning state will not happen unless you do one thing first. You wake up. What do you wake up to? What's the reality? That time is running out. That is the ultimate loss of all human beings, is time. And people who think they have all the time in the world, and Allah speaks of this. There's a person whose attitude is يَحْسَبُ أَنَّ مَالَهُ أَخْلَدَهُ. He thinks his money is going to give him eternal life. He thinks his money is going to last him forever. There are people who will build their house and mansion, and they'll reach an age where they can't even walk from one room to the other without help. Who's enjoying that mansion? Yeah, right? So there's this false hope that this world brings with it, and people get completely sucked into it and forget to open their eyes. The dream is too sweet. The dream is too sweet. So if for a moment your eyes have opened, don't let them shut again. Don't let them shut again. The last thing I'll say about this, which is really important, is there's a poet who gives an analogy of this reality. I mean, think about it. We are saying that all human beings are running out of time and they better get their act together, otherwise they're in real serious trouble. But do you see that trouble? No. We can't see it with our eyes. It's only going to be visible to you as soon as your eyes close forever. Yeah. You go into that ground and now you'll see what you did, right? But for now you don't see it. Yeah. For now you don't see it. So the poet complains, he says, I'm in the middle of the ocean, I'm hanging onto a raft, and it's raining, and I'm being expected not to get wet. And let me tell you what the poet's actually talking about. The poet is talking about us living in this world. As soon as you step out of your house, as soon as you flip on the TV or surf the web, there are things that you're bombarded with that you want. Car, house, girls, men, whatever it may be, right? Different desires are being pushed and blasted to you. Billboards everywhere, ads everywhere, the talk of money and what to do with it and what to get and what not to get and career and this and that. You're constantly being blasted with what you want to get. Yeah. And people are convincing you that this is success. If you have this, you will have success. Tell me something. If you are in a room that is on fire, or you're drowning, and somebody comes and talks to you about what kind of car you want to get, or what kind of house you want to live in, or when you're going to get your next promotion. Doesn't that sound crazy? Yeah. Before you talk about success, you have to talk about survival, right? Yeah. We are saying, yes, we want you to succeed, but before the discussion of success even becomes relevant, you have to make sure you're doing what? Surviving. That's the Qur'an's picture. And what the imagery I just shared with you is actually from Surah Al-Asr. Allah swears by time, all human beings are drowning in loss, except those who believe. Believing is like waking up and do righteous deeds. And then it goes on, and that may be another discussion, what they do next after that.
We're almost out of time. Give us the people who are watching, who are sincere, who are honest with themselves. And you know what? You gave them that first thing that they can do is ask the Creator alone for that guidance, for the instructions on how to live their lives. Give us some more of a formula that people can follow to find the truth and to be on the truth.
First of all, we did allude to time just a few minutes ago. This search and this effort takes time. You have to sincerely put time into doing this. You have to take yourself away from the distractions and delusions that take you away from this quest. And sincerely, you have to look at another dimension of a formula, if you will, is a kind of religion in which, in its text, in its sacred literature, there are some obvious things aren't there. What are some obvious things? Racism, injustice against people, tyranny, oppression, right? These things aren't there from the very get-go, And there isn't some like dark history that that comes with that religion, and people are saying, yeah, it's there, but it's not that big of a deal. No, it has to be a religion that appeals to your human decency. Yeah. And this is what we're arguing the Qur'an is. Nowadays, in Islam, there's a lot of propaganda about certain misconceptions that are highlighted and propagated. My claim with full confidence is every one of those allegations that are made of Islam being inhumane or being intolerant or anything else if you study them with sincerity, and if they're presented properly to you without any watering down, in their true honesty, I don't see any decent human being would say this doesn't make sense. They would say it makes sense. Because what God reveals is better for us, and it appeals to our human decency. And this is the essence of the matter. But in the end, my final advice would be, and this is the last part of it, if you sincerely ask for guidance, be ready for what you get. It may not be something you like, you may have to give up your desires for it. Because you're not the one in the position of making demands. He is the one who places the demands, you accept them. Don't think of religion as, why is God not telling me what I want to hear? Why don't I get to do what I want to do? It's not about you. You've already acknowledged you owe Him gratitude. He doesn't owe you anything. So be sincere and submissive in your search. So when you find the truth, you submit to it. You put your ego before it. And you put it on the ground, basically. And you give in to the Lord of the worlds.
Thank you very much. Jazakallah khairan. And we hope to see you back here again on the Deen Show. And we'd like to thank you for sitting tight through another episode of the Deen Show. I hope you got to benefit. He has given us the formula. It's very simple. Ask the one who created you to guide you and be ready to submit to what he tells you to do. It's very simple. And come back here every week on the Deen Show. We look forward to seeing you next time. Until then, Assalamu alaikum. Peace be unto you.
I just want to say, very simple message.
One of the beautiful things about our religion of Islam is the emphasis on direct ritual and prayer to God directly. There is no intermediary.
The lights will go on after the party, and the party will end.
It's very simple and very clear. There are no superstitious rituals, no strange incantations.
Time is running out. We might not make it till tomorrow, and this is something that we need to think about.
It's cold, it's late, everybody's sleeping. I arise and ask Allah to forgive me. Oh Allah, you see, oh Allah, you know all the sins I do. I turn to you to forgive my sins in my heart. I'm your sinful slave, you're my loving Lord. I'm the one who runs away, oh Allah, guide me.